I will be taking two topic of dramatic devices, and that is expectation and surprises and stage direction. These two are dramatic devices used in uh, dramas, and they all come into the category of background to the study of English literature. So first let us take expectation and surprises. So the plot construction in a play follows two methods. Either all the relevant facts are disclosed at once, in which case the subsequent development are all expected, or a few are held back for some time to be sprung on the audience later as a surprise. In the first instance, the dramatist lay all his cards on the table at the start, relying for the interest of the plot on the interplay of the various factors exposed in the second. He withhold material information for the time being for the sake of the effect it will have when it is imparted. So the one derives its interest from anticipation, the other from expense. Means expectation derive its interest from anticipation and surprise from suspense. If either is mismanaged, if any of these either expectation or surprise is mismanaged, the result is disastrous. Means the play will not be successful. Too much of expectation lead to dullness. Too much of surprises leads to melodrama. So there should be a balance of expectation and balance of melodrama. If anything is used in extra form, then it is not like, and the result is a disaster. So too much. Shakespeare uses both in moderation in his plays. To take but two instances, for example, anyone seeing or reading the two tragedies for the first time, like Othello, there is in the whole built on expectation. There is expectation of the character with each other, and Macbeth. In Macbeth, there is surprises, because in Othello, which is a tragedy, we see that characters are have expectation with each other, and in Macbeth also there is a surprise. King Duncan, it is a surprise, and for everybody, whether it is subject or it is. The main character, evil character Macbeth, everything, for every character there is a surprise. The coming of the witches, Macbeth meeting with the witches is also a surprising fact. So Iago in Othello designs are exposed too early in the former to cause surprise when put into practice. But the prophecies of witches in Macbeth are fulfilled in a manner quite unexpected for anyone who does not already know the play. Shakespeare comedies, generally speaking, employ expectation instead of surprises. He takes the audience into his confidence before he weaves the various elements into a plot. We see the character in Shakespeare comedies, the character, the woman character, how they disguise themselves, which is also a surprising fact. Rosalind with a gallant kirtle axe upon her thigh and Voila as the Duke's page are not surprising, because the spectator have been let into the secret beforehand. They can enjoy the irony in the dialogue and situation that result from the disguise. It is difficult to pronounce on the relative merit of the two devices. Each is effective in its own way, but surprise probably constitute the essence of all drama. Expectation has its effect when our curiosity about the outcome of the play has been sufficiently aroused. We scarcely guess how Iago mechanization will work on Othello. Through his scheme are all made known beforehand. We remain eager to see how they will operate in detail. So this was a short description of expectation and surprise. So there is Arun Kumar Jena. He's saying hi sister. Hello sir. So now let us discuss another topic, and that is stage direction. Stage direction are not, probably speaking, are dramatic devices, for they are not even addressed to the audience. They are given in the script of the play to indicate the lines the producer had to follow in order to present the play exactly as the author's intent. And they may be read in the text if the play is published in book form. Earlier, the plays were performed only on the stage, but after, when the written form became very popular, all the dramas, all the plays were written into the author or started writing it in the written form. So, sometimes the detail are left entirely to the producer, the author merely throwing out a hint or so for his guidance. In the day before any elaborate scenery was used, they were quite summary. They merely said what the scene was intended to be and what character were to appear. No indication was given of how any particular character was to be portrayed. That had to be gathered from the text, which was sometimes capable of various interpretation. Until the 19th century, for instance, Shylock was represented as an inhuman wretch bent upon his pound of flesh. For Shakespeare, it is a Shakespearean character in his comedy. For Shakespeare, in keeping with his general practice, did not say how he wished the part to be played. In modern time, however, he is presented as a dignified member of an ill-used race, stress being laid on the famous page, hath not a Jew's eyes, etc. He is made to capture the audience sympathies in a way that would possibly surprise the author and the player of this time. Similarly, a less crude interpretation is given of the character of Richard III, who is no longer the mere black-hearted villain of the old school, and greater subtlety has been imparted to the psychology of Macbeth. Modern dramatists, however, have been very copious in their stage direction, as may be seen in the published work of Shaw and Barrie. Not content with this, Shaw supplies a lengthy preface to each play discussing all kind of political and religious or sociological problem connected with the piece in a way that make his ideas abundantly clear, though no stage performance could possibly convey them all to an audience. We have seen this example in Arms and the Man, where in every act he has given a brief discussion or a background to the play. So I hope this is also clear. This is a short description of stage direction. So Mr. Arun Kumar Jaina ji, I teach in Constituent College of University of Allahabad, and I was also a visiting faculty, Fargana State University, Fargana, Uzbekistan, in October 2023. I'm from Allahabad. So tomorrow I will be taking the origin of English drama, or after a short break, I will take this topic because it is a small topic. So I hope these two topics are clear. Thank you, everyone.